Welcome to a place where gentle stories unfold, inviting you to slow down and find comfort in the simple moments of life. Here, you'll discover tales that soothe the mind and nurture the heart, perfect for those seeking calm and reflection. If you find peace in these stories, remember to like and subscribe to support more tranquil journeys. Today, we begin in a small, peaceful village where the morning arrives quietly. Villagers move through their daily routines, each step echoing the calm of dawn. Among them is a young woman, her heart heavy with worry as she moves through the gentle rhythm of village life. The young woman walked quietly through the winding path, her heart heavy with questions and longing for comfort. At the edge of the village, nestled beneath the gentle shade of ancient trees, stood the old lady's cottage. Its windows glowed softly, promising warmth and understanding. The old lady, known for her kindness and gentle wisdom, welcomed the young woman inside with a smile that seemed to ease all worries. As they sat together by the fire, the young woman shared her troubles, her voice trembling. The old lady listened patiently, her eyes filled with compassion, ready to offer advice that would gently guide the young woman toward hope and healing. Sitting quietly beside the old lady, the young woman finally found the courage to let her worries spill out. Her voice trembled as she spoke of the burdens that weighed heavily on her heart, the struggles her family faced each day, and the uncertainty that clouded their future. She described sleepless nights filled with anxious thoughts, wondering if things would ever get better. The old lady listened with gentle patience, her eyes kind and understanding. In that moment, the young woman felt both vulnerable and relieved, as if sharing her troubles might somehow lighten the load she carried. The room filled with a quiet sense of hope, waiting for gentle wisdom. The room grew quiet as the old lady settled into her chair, her eyes twinkling with wisdom and kindness. She leaned forward, her voice gentle yet clear, inviting the young woman to listen closely. There was a sense of anticipation in the air, as if the walls themselves were eager to hear what she would say next. With a soft smile, the old lady began her story, weaving together memories and lessons from her own life. Each word seemed carefully chosen, meant not only to entertain but to guide. The young woman listened, curiosity blooming within her, as the story promised to reveal a new way of seeing the world. In a quiet village, an old lady sits by her window, her voice gentle as she begins another tale. She speaks of a poor man whose home is humble, with creaking floors and a roof patched with care. Despite his meager possessions, the man greets each morning with gratitude, savoring the warmth of sunlight and the laughter of birds outside his window. He does not dwell on what he lacks, nor does he envy the riches of others. Instead, he finds contentment in simple joys, a bowl of warm soup, a kind word from a neighbor, and the peace that fills his heart each night. As the days went by, the poor man's unwavering optimism began to ripple through his small village. Neighbors who once grumbled about their own misfortunes found themselves pausing to reflect on his cheerful greetings and gentle laughter. They noticed how he found joy in the simplest things, a warm sunrise, a shared loaf of bread, the laughter of children playing nearby. Slowly, the air around him seemed lighter, as if his positive outlook was contagious. People started to greet each other with more kindness, inspired by his example. The village, once weighed down by worries, began to blossom with hope and gratitude, all sparked by one man's choice to focus on the good. As the young woman sat quietly, the old lady's words echoed in her mind, weaving through her thoughts like a gentle breeze. She found herself replaying the story, each detail now shining with new meaning. It was as if a door had opened inside her, revealing a path she had never noticed before. The idea that a simple change in perspective could transform how she experienced the world felt both humbling and empowering. She realized that her own mindset had been a cage, and now she held the key. With a deep breath, she allowed hope to settle in, ready to embrace a different way of seeing life. With the old lady's gentle wisdom echoing in her heart, the young woman stepped back into her home, carrying a new sense of hope. She greeted her family with a warm smile, her eyes shining with optimism. The atmosphere, once heavy with worry, began to lighten as she shared the advice she had received. Her words encouraged her loved ones to look beyond their troubles and focus on the small joys that each day could bring. Slowly, laughter returned to their evenings, and gratitude filled their conversations. The family discovered that even in difficult times, hope and positive thinking could transform their lives, bringing them closer together. With her new mindset, the young woman began to see each day as a fresh opportunity. Hope became her quiet companion, guiding her through moments of doubt and uncertainty. She shared her optimism with her family, encouraging them to believe in brighter days ahead. Together, they faced their challenges with renewed strength, finding creative solutions and supporting one another. The weight of their struggles grew lighter as they leaned on hope and resilience. Slowly, laughter returned to their home, and small victories brought smiles to their faces. Through perseverance and a positive outlook, the family discovered that even the darkest nights can lead to a brighter tomorrow. As the sun rose over the gentle hills, the young woman's hopeful spirit began to ripple through the village like a soft morning breeze. Her unwavering optimism became a quiet beacon for her neighbors, who found themselves drawn to her warmth and kindness. Each day, she greeted everyone with a smile, her words carrying encouragement and gentle reassurance. Slowly, hearts that had grown weary began to feel lighter. The villagers started to believe in brighter days, inspired by her example. Together, they discovered that when one person chooses hope, it can spark a transformation, uplifting not just themselves but the entire community around them.